Hello and welcome to my new video. My name is Mariusz and I'm a solo developer who builds apps after my day job as a software engineer. In today's episode I'm going to show you my new idea, an app that allows you to turn your iPhone or iPad into a companion device, from which you can launch apps, trigger shortcuts or run custom scripts. So first of all, why I built MacMobility? I got the idea for MacMobility while working at my desk late on one evening. I had an iPad sitting there doing nothing and I thought, why can't this become a tool to control my Mac? As developers, or even just power users, we often repeat the same few functions. Launching the same set of apps, triggering some system tools, running shell scripts, or even just opening a daily set of URLs. I asked myself, what if we could make all of that just a tap away using a companion device we already have? And I know what you think right now, Mariusz. There are apps that already do this. Download it and be over with it. And to this I say, this is too much of an interesting topic to just leave it unexplored, right? If they could build it, surely I can do also. MacMobility is a wireless companion app that connects your Mac to your iPhone or iPad and lets you control your Mac like a remote command center. You can see that it sits in the taskbar as an app. Here I did set up my iPhone as a companion device and I'm using QuickTime to show you the screen on the desktop, so it's easier for me in the edit. Alright, so now we can just choose a device running a companion app and it sends a hello request. If you choose to connect, it happens instantly. You can accept or reject the connection. Once accepted, apps start talking to each other until one of them breaks the connection. As a side note, I'm thinking of adding an auto connection feature. It would work in a way that once you connect that iPhone or iPad, next time when you open the app, they just connect automatically. What do you think about it? Leave a comment below. So you're probably thinking, what we can do with this app? With MacMobility you can launch any macOS app remotely, run any Apple Store shortcut, trigger custom bash scripts, or instantly open a browser and jump to a saved URL. You can also stack up to 6 actions in one set of multi-actions. All events will be activated one after another. And yes, you can also add a multi-stack to a multi-stack, so you can multi-stack while you multi-stack. So basically, it's a kind of like creating your own personal dashboard, but mobile and customizable to exactly what you need. Let me quickly explain how everything is connected. The MacMobility app runs natively on macOS, listening for incoming commands over a local network. The iOS and iPadOS apps send those commands wirelessly via multi-peer connectivity discovery, so no cables, no complicated setups. The communication is bi-directional, so the devices stay in sync and can even confirm when a task is completed. Everything is built with a security in mind. Only verified devices can connect and data never leaves your network. Now let's make a quick demo. First, in the macOS app, I can open MacMobility and select Workspace. We can see that empty first page is already created and we have several options to choose in the menu on the right. Let's start with adding an application to the page. I will just drag and drop this app here and instantly this app is sent to the iPad running companion app. Now, once the app appears on the iPad, I can just tap it and it will instantly open this app on the MacBook. The buttons also have this nice little animation showing you that it succeeded in the task. Next, Apple shortcuts. I'm using them constantly and it was one of the first ideas that came to my head to implement as a feature. There is a list of all installed shortcuts on your macOS. If you add new one or delete it, the list will automatically update. And if you are not a shortcuts user, but you tried out this app, you can jump right into this feature with the list of pre-made ones. If you find one that you like, just tap install and add it to the default macOS app and go back to the list. Drag and drop new shortcut and trigger it from your companion app. It's very easy and fast. The shortcuts I've prepared for users are very popular and useful. One I really love is a text reader from images I have in my Photos app. I can very quickly select an image, run scan on it, and get the text right away when I need it. How cool is that? So, if shortcuts is not enough for you, I've prepared also an option to add and run bash scripts. As a developer, I often find myself in a position where it's super useful to have a script that automates some task for me, like copying some functions I use often or connect to my local server. It can be anything really, as long as it makes my life a little bit easier. As an example, I've prepared a script that converts all HEIGHT files in a specified folder to JPEGs. Now I'm one click away from converting images, and there is nothing stopping me from adding scripts to convert any media format. I'm considering adding a similar library of pre-made scripts, just like with the shortcuts. Another cool feature, web links. You can create a button on your companion device that opens a specific URL instantly in your default browser. I use it for things like YouTube videos when I need a break, or link to my projects on GitHub. I open email clients in browser and also store unnecessary web pages for development. Building this app solo came with its own set of challenges. The biggest one for me was really to keep the scope of app very focused. I really struggled with resisting the temptation to add just one last feature, just then to jump to yet another new feature next day. After a while I had to say stop and cut whatever bloat I generated. I also had to design 3 versions of the app, for macOS, iOS and iPadOS. Obviously, to be honest, iOS and iPadOS apps are not that much different, so I can count them as one, or maybe 1.5, as there were some changes that I had to make for iPad. I couldn't just run iPhone app and hope for the best. I'm actively working on a release version, which will launch soon. If you like the idea and you see potential in it, I will leave a link to my webpage where you can leave an email. To anyone who wants to get the app early, I will prepare very large discounts for a lifetime license and send it once the release is done. I'd love to hear your ideas. What features would you like to see in the macOS companion app? Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye for now.